Hello. My name's Miles. I'm from a company called Movement, and I wanted to spend just a couple of minutes talking to you today about how leaders can maintain a positive working culture whilst we're going through these incredibly strange times that we find ourselves in at the moment. I think it's important to start with the point that maintaining company culture is a difficult thing at the best of times. And as a leader, it's not up to you to dictate culture, it'll come from your people. But what you can obviously do is positively influence and nurture everything that's happening around you. I think there's a number of things that you can do to support your people, and I'll use the word support rather than motivate because I think for some, just getting through will be good enough at the moment. The first thing to say is that everybody's situation is going to be different. I'm incredibly privileged that I've got a shed at the bottom of my garden that I can work from. A small child could run through any second, but hey, that's okay. But many others won't be so lucky. Some will be sharing a room with a partner, some might be sharing a room with partner and family, others might be struggling because they're on their own. So understand that everybody's situation is going to be different, but everybody will also need someone at some point to check in on them, not check up, but to check in and let that person be you that's maintaining that positive contact with your people. I think the second thing to understand is that this isn't home working. It's an enforced situation that's been thrown onto a load of people, some of them incredibly quickly. And for many, just getting through will be enough. But as a leader, if you can not enforce so many deadlines, if you can move more to task-based work, and let people work to their own agendas and to their own timetables, I think that could make a real difference. As well as being understanding, you will find that people will respond so much better to the real you. I've had one of those weeks this week. It's been a bit Groundhog Day-ish. If there was any novelty in this situation, it's certainly worn off. And it got me thinking that if I was feeling this way, how are the rest of my team feeling as well? So I decided to share my story and let people know how I was feeling. And one particular team member who perhaps hasn't opened up as much as they sometimes normally would, took the opportunity to tell me that actually they were really struggling this week as well. And they were supposed to be away on an anniversary trip, which of course they couldn't go on, and that they'd found things difficult, and that was fine. I mean, it was great that we were able to communicate on a slightly different level. And I think if you can show some vulnerability, if you can show that authentic side of you, then you will get something back from your people, and it becomes so much more of a deeper conversation where you are both recounting your stories, and you will get exactly what you need out of people as far as being able to help and support them because you know their situation. I also know that there's some others in my team who have missed, and I hate this phrase, the water cooler moment, but the opportunity just to chat about rubbish, what they watched on TV last night, or what book they're reading, or what music they're listening to. So if you can build some of that into your shared time, I think it goes down well. My final point as well is that not everybody will feel totally comfortable exposing themselves on Zoom. You're going to have the people who it just isn't them and it's just not right for them. And you have to understand their situation too, and don't force them into doing anything that they don't want to do. One-to-ones might work best here when you can recount everything else that's going on in the organisation, the anecdotes and the stories that will keep them involved, or go out for a walk with them virtually. So if they've got a space that they can walk in, I've done that where I've walked around my garden with a pair of headphones in, having a chat to somebody, and it's felt a little bit more personal than certainly doing it across a video call, if that makes them feel a little bit uncomfortable. As always, you should ask what makes people feel comfortable. It's always worked for me to say it straight out. What situation are you most comfortable in? And adapt your situation straight to that. That's all from me. I hope this has been in some way slightly informative. Most importantly, be nice to people, look after yourselves, and good luck. Take care. Bye.